Hello, everyone. Dr. Allen here. Hope you are having a good week. Hope this semester is progressing well for you. We're coming to the end. A few things. If you're watching this, you're probably watching it after this was submitted, but just in case, because I'm recording this on Friday the 15th. Don't forget to get your lesson plan brainstorming assignment in. I know I put up a video that was a little, it was from last year. I thought it just kind of covered the general aspects of it. And it seems like everyone's getting things in correctly, but just to make sure, you just need to do the brainstorming aspect. You don't need to actually create a detailed unit because some people in here have not actually had those classes. Just work on the template. Uh, that's only if you're watching this before the end of the weekend and it's due. If anyone is having really big problems though, and you're watching this, just contact me and I can definitely help you out. And if you need a little bit of an extension, it will not mess us up in any way. With all that being said, we really are coming to the end. And as we're coming to the end of everything, obviously there's a couple things we need to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in. Try to do this in one take. And as you can see, I went ahead and pulled the syllabus up. We're going to look a little bit more me just kind of giving some overviews of some things that are going to be coming. And I'm actually going to talk about the week after Thanksgiving on this video too, just in case you want to get a head start. Also, please, if you are in Education 500, I'll be emailing you probably this weekend. Just as a reminder, don't forget you have a research paper that's due. That's only if you're in Education 500 on a technology type topic. Just something related to education and technology and some of the trends and some of the issues and things like that. That's only for Education 500, the graduate students. This week, we're going to look at some filming things. For example, I usually film on Zoom. You probably noticed this because of the window up in there. Zoom is a nice tool to use if you want to film like just straightforward videos and lectures and you just record. You can actually record it to a cloud, which is really nice. And you can type in a code. I just go ahead and load mine up on YouTube though, just for convenience and just in case people have, sometimes the codes give people problems. At least it seems to on campus. So anyway, Zoom is a really nice tool for filming. Also, I'm going to have some videos up related to some fun type texts, things that we haven't been able to talk about in the class, just in case you're interested. There'll be some videos up. This is kind of a catch-all week. You're all probably seeing some stuff out in the field that I have not even seen. And if you want to share it, please feel free. Also, I'm going to put a video up. If you're getting close to student teaching, you may want to check out Swivel. I'm actually going to pull up an image. I thought it might be easier than me just holding one up awkwardly, but something you're going to hear more and more about in the coming semesters. And if you're actually going to be student teaching, we have about 20 of these devices. They're for student teaching. They're a little robot. I am going to hold one thing up. You can put your phone on there and that robot can do a 360 turnaround. I will have a video up on that if you want to check it out, but it is something for when you film EdTPA. It's something a lot of people like to use because you can wear a microphone and record. Again, it's not required, but you might want to check out the video on Swivel to see if it's something you want to do. And in case you don't know what EdTPA is, if you've just kind of getting started in our program, EdTPA is the capstone project you have to do to finish our education programs. All the education programs require it. We do a nice, usually our students do an awesome job on it. I was going to say nice job, but I really should say awesome. Dr. Johnson runs that class and she does a wonderful job prepping everyone for it. So just kind of giving you an overview. If you want to check out what a swivel is in the future, feel free. I actually do a deeper dive on swivels when you do your student teaching orientation. So I don't want to get too bogged down with it, but definitely check it out. I will have a link up if you want to see. But just to jump back on here, again, there'll be some things up on all of these recording devices. The main reason I have them up, hopefully this never happens again, but if we do happen to have a pandemic or some sort of mass closure for weeks or months, and of course some schools now just do a regular asynchronous learning, I do think it's well, you all would know better than me, but I do think there is some benefits to having some, even if they're short recordings in your class, just to give the students a face and some personality to your asynchronous courses. and not just YouTube videos. I know I post YouTube videos, but something with, your instructor's face and voice for better or for worse. So just check these out. Also, one thing, I don't know if anyone's ever seen this, and you're going to actually do an Apple certification, so you'll get a little bit of an idea for this. But Apple, if you have an Apple TV, I don't know if you know this. Whoops, I should have just hit Apple. There's an Apple TV. If you've ever seen one of these little boxes, there's Google ones now too. These are really cool because you can take things like iPhones or iPads, and you can mirror your iPads to a television screen if it's connected to an Apple TV device. Again, I will put a video up. This is a lot to cover in one little video, but these are just tools that if you want to check them out for the future. Some schools have Apple TVs, some schools do not, but they do have the sharing. I really liked Apple TV when I taught because I could hold my iPad, walk around the class, and do my classroom management and steps and things like that while projecting up on a TV. So it was just nice. But again, I'll have some videos up on projecting Apple TV and all if you want to check them out. So that's just a little bit of hodgepodgey stuff that I had on the syllabus. I know that was a mouthful, but if you want to check them out, please do. And hopefully I didn't go through that too fast. Or if you want to see them live, I should have added this. If you want to see any of these live, especially the Apple TV or the swivel, just stop by and I'll be more than happy to show you what they are. With that being said, this week, I have Blooket listed. Now, here's the thing with Blooket. Blooket's pretty cool. It's very Kahooty. I put it on here because if you go back up here to the syllabus, Blooket is actually listed underneath with the formative assessments and things like that. It doesn't have its own separate category. And I pulled out Blooket for a reason. I don't think anyone used it when we did the formative assessments. If you did, that's fine. But if you would have happened to have missed a blog or a discussion, there's a lot of them. You are more than willing to do a Blooket, and I will. It's 10 points. If you think you've done everything and you don't need the extra 10 points, don't worry about it. You do not need to do a Blooket. I'm going to show you what it is real quick, and then I'm going to show you what the Apple TV is. But Blooket is, my son actually told me, and he was in high school last year, and he still said that he liked Blooket a little better. Blooket is actually very Kahooty. Let me go back to my Blooket homepage. You can sign in again with your Google login, and you just hit create. And you can see here, you can just start to develop things, but there's a lot of different games. So for example, I know I've been using World War I a lot. You can do a description. You can do image gallery. So we'll do World War I. Let's see what we got. Boom. I'm kind of doing this very quick, but you go there. You can make it playable for everyone. You can import questions. You can import Quizlets, which I know a lot of people are familiar with what Quizlet is. And as you go here, it's very, like I say, set up very much like Kahoot. Boom, you just type it, you create, and you go. If you want to do one, same parameters as when we did Kahoots or Quiz or Gimkit. A lot of you did Gimkit. 10 questions, share the link, and then that's it. If you want to just share a PDF, that's fine. But if you go here, I just wanted to show you some stuff. If you go, I wanted to show you how the games work. Let's just do guess the kids' TV show characters. As you can see, here's a video. Let's play solo. And as you can see, though, the difference between Blooket and Kahoot is you can do different types of games. Let's try Crazy Kingdom. All right, and you hit play. And we'll do a quick tutorial just to show you. Welcome to Crazy Kingdom. There's you go. And as you can see, you manage 4 resources. And then you just start answering the questions and you build things up. And as you can see, gives you a little other. Sure. 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 Go for it. Okay. Got it. Sorry, I did tutorial and I didn't realize it was so long. Okay. Next. All right, let's go. All right. Who are these characters? That looks like the Mickey Mouse Club. All right. As you can see, it's starting to go. Boom. And then it's as if you had more students, these would go up, down. As you can see, there's only 2 people playing. And then another question will come up here. For these people, I have no clue, but I'm going to go with that. And then as you can see, and this is up. So you're just, there's different types of games. This is not one of my favorite ones, and I don't know why I picked it, but as you look, there's other ones like there's races. Let's do tower defense and check that out. I'm probably going to get bogged down here a little bit. I think some of you have probably seen this. And as you can see, there's just different things. Long story short, you do not need to do this, but if you would like to, feel free. And that image superb. I don't know who that is. I'm gonna go with that. And as you can see, it tells you like there's different games and you can put them there and stuff like that. Long story short, if you want to mess with this a little bit, you can for 10 extra points. I'm gonna go ahead and click game. I know that was a little bit of a quick tutorial, but I just wanted to kind of give you the shout out there if you want to check it out for extra credit. If you don't need to do this, don't feel like you have to. I will have a video up also on Book It if you just need step-by-step type things. Last thing. This is the big thing for, I wanted to go ahead and give you time to get going. This is going to be basically our final, is the Apple Educator Certificate. It is another one of the certificate programs. It's the one that I've done the most in here. I added the AI one this year just because I thought it was important. But if you click the link, it will take you to this. And there's a few things I wanted to just cover with the Apple because I don't want to say it's confusing. It's just things people always send me and ask. So I thought it would be important to do. When you click this link, you do have to have an Apple login, but you do not need an Apple device. But when you go through, you're basically going to earn badges. So for example, when you go down here, you're going to pick, you're either going to work for badges for an iPad or badges for a Mac. And it doesn't matter. You can pick either one. And when you sign in, as you work on everything, you will get different badges in different categories. I think I kind of had that click there. And as you can see, these are the skills you learn. You're going to learn desktop. You're going to use Finder, Spotlight, Safari. It is an Apple certification. The reason I do this, especially in elementary, it seems like a lot of elementary schools are still Apple oriented, which I like Apple. So it just shows you how to use some of this. There's also some things where at the end of each badge, you have to take a quiz. If you don't know the answers, that's fine. But it'll make you go back and restart them and take the quiz again. You do have to earn all the badges for that, whatever one you decide to do. So if you decide to do the iPad, you got to go through all the badges. If you do the Mac, you got to get it for all of those. At the end, you do get a certificate. Again, screenshot it. Or if for some reason, sometimes people say that the certificate doesn't pop up. I find that a little strange because I think they email it to you, but that's fine. If it happens to you, those 6 stars there, they'll be filled in, they'll be solid. Just take a screenshot that you've completed all 6 of those. That will also work. That's kind of it though. You sign in and go. I will put on a YouTube video. I'm definitely going to do a video next week with a little deeper dive into the Apple certification, but I wanted to throw this out here this week. Just so you know, if you want to start it, you are welcome to do it because it seems to take a various amounts of time for some people. Some people say it takes them an hour and a half. I've had people say it's taken them 3 to 4 hours. I think it's just how you break it down. So I wanted to go ahead and get it open, and you can save your progress. Save and create your Apple login though, so you can log in. I know that was a lot in a very short amount of time, but let me reiterate here a few things. One, I will have all those like technology, like video recording things up if you want to check them out. If you want to see Apple TV or the swivel, just stop by my office. I'll be more than glad to show you how to work with them. If you want any extra credit, you can create a booklet. I know my, can't even say it. My booklet breakdown there was a little quick. I will make sure there's a little bit of a helpful link there, but my gut tells me that because most of you have done Kahoots at this point, that you would know how to do the booklet. If you did use Blooket, or you'd want to try one of the other things like Quiz or GimKit that you didn't use with Kahoot, or if you didn't use Kahoot, that's fine. I just want to give everyone a chance that, because like I say, I know there's a lot with the blogs, discussion tech, if for some reason you missed one. Finally, this isn't due this week, but I'm going to go ahead and open the Apple's teacher certification link if you want to go ahead and get going. If not, don't worry, it's not due. It's not due until, I think, let's double check the syllabus. It is not due until the 10th, which is actually the Tuesday of finals week. So you have a good amount of time to get this done. And with that being said, if you have any questions with the lesson planning aspect or anything like that, let me know. But we're kind of starting to get to close to the end. It's kind of nuts. We have this week that we're in, come back. I usually try to do the Apple when we come back because finals week I know is pretty crazy. So with all that being said, wow. Stop by. I know that was a mouthful and me talking really quick, but I hope everyone has a good weekend and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Maybe I'll talk to you later, or I might talk to you now if I don't click right. Bye.